So clearly the snow ghillie does its job in terms of concealing you from the enemy, like you just saw there in today's clips. Today's video is going to be a mash of a bunch of clips of me winning and playing with the snow ghillie. I am going to be playing a mix of duos, squads, and solo versus squads. If you guys want to see me destroy squads in solo versus squads, make sure you guys click that link in the description for my channel. My name is Metalcore, and today's video on the official PUBG Mobile channel, we are going to be checking out if the brand new snow ghillie on the brand new map Vikendi, which is a majority snow map, is worth picking up from the loot drops. Now let's break down the basics for you guys about ghillies. Now specifically on this map Vikendi, there are two ghillies, not just one. I know a lot of people probably assumed that there is only one ghillie, which would be the white or snow ghillie, but there actually are two ghillies that you could find. The only way you can find these ghillies are in airdrops or airdrops that come in from a flare gun. The only way if you did see a ghillie on the ground is if it was dropped from an enemy or someone died and someone picked it up or accidentally picked it up and then dropped it next to their body. There is no way you could find this in loot spots within houses. The only way you could get this ghillie suit is if you get it from an airdrop. Now let's get back to talking about the two different ghillies that are found on this map. Both ghillies are found the same way. It's through airdrops. Not every airdrop will have a ghillie for you, but when you do find a ghillie, there's a chance of it either being a snow ghillie or a dirt/grass ghillie. One of them is brown and one of them is white, and I don't know if the snow ghillie only spawns in the snow areas of the map and then the brown ghillie only spawns in the dirt areas of the map, but I think it is random in terms of what ghillie you get, because I've gotten the brown ghillie in the snow area of the map and I've gotten the snow ghillie in the dirty area of the map, I guess you could call it. Let's just pull up the map on screen really quickly so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. You can see that the majority of this map is covered by snow. There are little bits and pieces that you can see, they are like muddy, dirty areas, but the majority of it is covered by snow. When you look at the bottom south of the map and a little bit towards the right, so go towards Winery and then look towards the right a little bit, you guys can see along the coast it is a little bit less snowy and more dirty. This is when the brown ghillie works perfectly, but the majority of the map, the snow ghillie, the white ghillie, works really, really well throughout the entirety of the map. But the reason why they have two ghillies is because not the entire map is filled up with snow. Some of the map is filled up with muddy areas or leafy, brushy areas that don't have snow on them or the snow melted away. So basically this map, the top area is frozen over with snow, but the bottom area is like the snow isn't there or the snow is melting away. So that's the whole point of it, for them to have two different ghillies that you could find in airdrops. So now that we went over the basics of the ghillies, which there are two ghillies you can find on this map and you can only find them from airdrops, let's talk about the pros and cons about the ghillies. Now, the first thing that I wanted to bring up was distance. Now you might be questioning me, oh Metal, what do you mean by distance? Are you talking about when you're sniping someone from a far distance, you should think about it because you're in a ghillie suit and when you're laying down it's harder for them to see you? No. I'm talking about when someone else is sniping you. The problem here is the mobile game itself, of PUBG Mobile, only renders out things that are physical, things that will actually cover you, like rocks, trees, buildings. Those are the things that you can see with your visible eye from a very, very far distance. Now, this is a rare scenario to happen because not everybody is going to be fighting at these very far distances. But when you see someone from a very, 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 very far distance, they will not render out the grass, the leaves that are on the ground covering you. When you're laying on the ground in a, let's say, bush or a bunch of grass, the grass will not be rendered out on someone who is 1,000 meters away, because the game just wants to prioritize the trees and the rocks and the buildings rather than the grass. Now, the reason why this isn't a completely bad con is because when you are in close quarter combat, all of this will be rendered out. Even when you are in medium range combat, all of this will be rendered out. This is only in those rare scenarios when it's a very, very long distance. So if you're getting shot at someone from a very, very far distance and you're laying down in grass, I would suggest moving to a tree if you know that they're shooting at you from a very far distance if you're wearing a ghillie. But for most scenarios, this won't be a problem. If there's an entire squad rolling up on you and you're laying down in the grass and you're being completely still and you're in a ghillie suit, you will probably be okay because they won't see you. The grass will be rendered in and it'll be covering you. Now the other question is, does the ghillie suit blend in well on this map? the Ghillie does blend really, really well on this map. And the only problem and the only difference is when you're wearing the two different types of Ghillies. There's the Snow Ghillie and then there's the Dirt Ghillie. The Dirt Ghillie works very well on a very small portion of this map. So the Snow Ghillie is a lot more useful when you're in the snow area or the majority of the map. This map is Vikendi, it's a snow map. But there is the bottom half of the map, or I guess the bottom less than 1/4 of the map, that is like dirty / muddy area of the map that the snow is, melted on that side of the map. So in some scenarios, when the zone is pushed towards that area, if you know that the circle is pushed to that area, like in some of the scenarios that I played with the Ghillies, you could see that the brown Ghillie works better than the Snow Ghillie. But for the majority of the time, if you guys really quickly find a Ghillie at the start of the game from an airdrop, like one of the first few airdrops that drop in the game, then you guys should definitely go with the Snow Ghillie because it's more useful for the majority of the map. Now, this could be a pro or a con in terms of the people who play the game, in terms of your play style. This is something that is very interesting to me. I actually never really wear Ghillie suits that often because I was always the type of person who would just run and gun. But ever since they released the Ghillie suits on Vikendi, because every map has a Ghillie suit, Sanhok, Vikendi, Miramar, Erangel, all of them have Ghillies. They all have their own Ghillies that work very well for the nature, the environment of the map. And so I didn't really wear Ghillies that much. But this could be a con and pro because the pro to this is that the enemy might not know if you have a helmet on or armor or a backpack. Because when you are wearing the Ghillie, the backpack, the armor, the helmet is all taken away. The only thing that shows are your weapons and your frying pan. And sometimes what I do is I take off my frying pan to try to blend in even better. And maybe even try to put weapon skins on that have a correlation to my Ghillie suit that I'm trying to wear. Now, this isn't going to happen for everybody. Usually the regular weapon skins blend in pretty well. So if you don't even have a weapon skin, you just have the base weapon skin, they'll blend in pretty well. But to some people, they like to know if they have a helmet on. So if you don't actually avidly look at the bottom of your screen, or depending on if you customize your screen, but the default, the bottom of the screen, you could see your armor durability and what armor you have on. If you're not constantly looking at that when you're in a Ghillie suit, then you might be in trouble. Because a lot of people might naturally be looking at their head after they got shot and see, oh, I don't have a helmet on anymore, I need to pick up a helmet. But when you're in a Ghillie suit, you won't know if your helmet is knocked or not. And the same with your enemies. They might not know if you're wearing a level 3 helmet, or they might just think you have no helmet on at all. So it could be an advantage to you, it could be an advantage to the enemy. For me personally, it is an advantage for me because the enemy doesn't know what armor I have on, and I constantly try to have the best armor on that I can find after, killing enemies or squad wiping people or getting armor from loot and stuff like that. So that could be a pro and con depending on how people look at it. So you guys have learned about the basics. You guys learned about some of the pros and cons about Ghillies. And if you guys have some more pros and cons about the Ghillies, let us know in the comments down below. I'll be checking them out and I might respond to you guys on my own account. And if you guys see Metalcore responding to you, that's because I'm checking out the comments and responding to you guys. So let me know your pros and cons about Ghillies in general. But now it's time for my opinion about Ghillies. I think the biggest thing that I could take away after playing hours and hours of wearing Ghillies, previously when I wasn't wearing Ghillies at all, is that I learned that in the outdoor situations, I felt very comfortable. I felt like I could blend into the scene, the atmosphere very well. But whenever I went indoors, I felt very, very out of place with the Ghillie suit I had on. Don't get me wrong, I love wearing the Ghillie suit, and the Ghillie is very, very comfortable when you're in the outdoor setting. But when you're indoors and you're inside a house, you literally do not blend into that house. You literally stick out more than you normally do with skins. Another complaint, I guess you could say, is the Ghillie suit hides your level 3, or I guess any of your helmets and any of your backpacks, and also your skin as well. It drops your entire outfit. And if you're a person like me who really likes the backpack skin and the helmet that you have on, and also the outfit that you have on, I worked really hard to try to pick a nice outfit to reminisce what I want my character to look like for this map, then you might be a little bit upset by your outfit being disappeared from that, for the time of the rest of the game where you're wearing the Ghillie. And if you do take off the Ghillie, your outfit's not underneath. You just are naked, basically. So it's a little bit interesting in terms of my opinion, because my opinion is kind of dumb. It's like, I want to wear my outfit that I really like and I got from crates, and I got, you know, cool looking helmets and backpacks and cool looking clothes that I can wear. But at the same time, tactically, the ghillie does work very well in all situations except for houses. And that's not the dumb part. The dumb part is I just would rather wear my, you know, weapon skins and my skins rather than the ghillie itself and be tactically smart. But in the smart sense, in my opinion, is when you're in a house, the ghillie does not work at all. But you got to look at the map Vikendi. Vikendi has so many houses. And Vikendi doesn't just have giant areas that are filled with houses. It has a lot of houses and compounds scattered throughout. So how often will you be outside compared to how often will you be in those houses? It depends on your playstyle. My playstyle is very fast-paced, very forward, very pushing, and I'm very not the type of person to be slow, be slowly crawling through the grass, you know, using the ghillie to its full potential. But if you're the type of player who likes camping and who likes slowly crawling through the grass up to your enemy or standing still and waiting for the enemy to pass, and you're not going for kills but you're going after that chicken dinner, then the ghillie might be the perfect option for you. But that's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up on the video and comment down below saying, hey, I left a thumbs up, I watched the entire video, what's up Metal, and I will try to respond to your guys' comments in the comments down below. If you guys want to subscribe to the PUBG Mobile official channel, make sure you guys subscribe to it. Tons of other content creators make awesome videos, as well as them posting trailers and having events and stuff. There's tons of great stuff on this channel. The channel is very slowly inching their way to 1 million subscribers, which is awesome. If you guys want to subscribe to me, my link is also in the description. It's going to be youtube.com/bymetalcore. Click that and subscribe, turn on notifications, let me know that you're over on my channel, and I will respond to your comment. So just comment on one of my most recent PUBG Mobile videos, and I'll respond saying thank you so much. I'll heart your comment or do something nice for you guys coming over to my channel, which would be really, really amazing because, yeah, I post PUBG videos, I post PUBG Mobile live streams and stuff like that. And yeah, if you guys also haven't downloaded PUBG Mobile, make sure you guys click that download link. It says download PUBG Mobile, the bestest game ever. Make sure you guys, you know, download PUBG Mobile. It's really awesome and I have a great time playing it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. My name is Metalcore and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.